So hey guys, welcome to my first ever draft analysis. I was just gonna go through the mons like in pick order, but I decided it's not a good idea. So we'll just start off with this here, where we have all the mons. I'll still go in order of the mons, but yeah. And just if you're wondering, this is just how I expect things will be going. This is how I see the team. This is how most people see the team. Just a little reminder there. But yeah. I was the third pick in the draft. There was also Urshifu. Mew was taken. Dragapult was taken. So I kinda had to take Urshifu. I don't like Urshifu personally. But I was like, it's too good to pass up. So I went for it. I mean, Wicked Blow just hurts. And you can play Scarf, you can play Band. You can even play like Sash if you really want to. Or I don't know, Protective Pets sometimes. Or Life Up, I don't know. But yeah, mostly Scarf Band. It's a simple mon. It just clicks Wicked Blow and things die. I mean, yeah, you know that. Yeah. Then I was like, okay. What is the thing I value most? And it's obviously Toxic Spikes. Toxic Spikes are like my favorite move in the game. So I was like, yeah, I want a Toxic Spiker. First I wanted to go for Salazzle, which isn't a Toxic Spiker. So it's weird that I started that saying like that, but yeah. But then I didn't go with Salazzle just because it wasn't a Toxic Spiker. That's what I meant to say. So I went with Nidoqueen because I was like, yeah, I have T-Spikes, I have Stealth Rocks, and I have an offensive pressure and presence. I have all the coverage, I have all the damage, but I also have decent bulk, can be bulky, don't have to. Can also be a surprisingly efficient Scarf. Yeah, already know that it's bad that I'm saying that right now, because I really like scarfing mons like Nidoqueen, but yeah. Yeah, I'll say it anyways. But yeah, I think it's a really good mon. I think it pairs well with Urshifu. It switches into basically any fairy and just pressures the hell out of them. So yeah, I think it's solid. Very good U-turn target for Urshifu. Then I was like, yeah, okay. Didn't pick the fire, so I'll pick another fire. So I went with Arcanine. I have the Intimidate, I have the Teleport, I have everything I need. I have the Will-O-Wisp. I pivot around. I am annoying. I have Morning Sun. I can even be offensive. Yeah, last time I drafted Arcanine, it was mostly a defensive piece, but it definitely can also be an offensive threat. So people still gotta prep for it. And it also matches up very well against fairies. That was my main reasoning for the other 2 months after Urshifu. And then I was like, okay. I know Ditto doesn't get drafted too much, but I think it is really good. Like, I really think it is really good. Just a quick reminder to this tab here. Yeah, I think it is really good. Because it either makes your opponent not run setup, and then you just kind of stall them out or keep the momentum. Or well, don't have to keep the momentum to not just instantly lose. Or they bring setup and you bring Ditto, and easy. So yeah, I think Ditto is great. Especially what I think is really strong with Ditto in the actual game is the knowledge of just seeing the opponent's 4 moves. I think that gets overlooked quite a bunch. And yeah, just knowing what set they are, then you can most likely infer the item or the spread, or at least parts of it. And yeah, it's just a lot of information that you get for, well, not free, because yeah, you're kind of playing a 5-mon team, but popping opponents' mons is just good. Yeah, I'm just rambling about, but it's fine. Then I was like, yeah, okay, to be honest, I don't know what I was like, but I was Wish Passing, Heal Bell, being bulky, being a water type, having Flip Turn, being not that fast, so you have kinda slow Flip Turn. I mean, that's all valuable stuff, so I was like, yeah. Vaporeon is nice. Also gets Roar or Haze for against setup. But I mean, I have Ditto, but still, options are always nice. And yeah, just general good water type. Also a water immunity, so I can live against things like Dracovish and yeah, just annoy it and make it switch out again. And yeah. Yeah. Then I was like, okay. From the start, I saw Tauros at 6 and was like, I think it is very good. I think it is too good for 6 points. But I didn't just want to outright draft Tauros like it's one of my first picks. But then I was getting kinda the feeling that some other people might take Tauros, so I took it as my 6th pick. It just has, well, it kinda it KOs everything. Well, not really, but a lot of things. Also, it's another Intimidate mon. I mean, I have in total 3 Intimidate mons, so that's always nice. And they don't have to run Intimidate, which is also nice against Defiant or competitive mons. And yeah, I think Tauros is just great because it has the coverage. It also has the special coverage if it needs it, but yeah, that's kinda rare side. It has Work Up as its only boosting move, which isn't too great, but can be really clutch. Like, I've played Body Slam, Work Up, Surf, Tauros before, and, well, it would have worked if I clicked the Surf. But, yeah, let's not talk about that. Yeah, I was like, okay. I'm kinda Hazard weak. And, yeah. And I was like, I want a good grass types, but the only good grass type in the format is Rillaboom, so rip me, I guess. But I mean, Serena isn't too bad. It gets Rapid Spin, which is nice. Yeah. I don't really know what to say about Serena. I didn't draft it before, and I kinda was just like, yeah. I didn't really think much about Serena. I was like pivoting, grass type, not too bad stats. Rapid Spin sounds like kinda decent deal, so I just went with it. And yeah, then I was looking at the fairy board, like throughout the whole draft, but all the time I was like, yeah, there's only Tapu Fini, which is kinda worth picking up, but I don't want to play Tapu Fini. So what do I do? Didn't really have a plan what I wanna do. But then I saw Carbink and I was like, okay, 1 point fairy. I want a fairy just to have a fairy. But I don't really want a fairy. So 1 point fairy is optimal. But because I still want the fairy, I had to pick it like kinda early. Like I'm doing air quotes, but you can't see that, so I don't know why I'm even doing air quotes. But yeah, kinda early. But it didn't look too bad. Stealth Rocks, Body Press, Iron Defense, I guess, Screens. I mean, it hasn't got too much going for it, but it has some things going for it. And I think it's worth it for 1 point. And it's also worth it to just have a fairy just in case. If I feel like I ever need it. Like, it's not a mon that I intend to bring like a bunch, but I feel like there's gonna be 1 or 2 times where I may bring it. And that's fine. That's totally fine. Then, one of the mons I'm most excited about actually, Orbital. Because I drafted it once before and it was insanely good. Like, it was 3-win good. But it was a kind of weird league and they had kind of weird rules, like stat passing wasn't banned, and I just went Calm Mind, Iron Defense, sub passing with webs a bunch of times and it just worked. And yeah, it was a very unbalanced league, so I can't really say too much. But I think Orbital still, without stat passing, can be worth it. It gets webs, it has a decent speed tier, which you don't always want the good speed tier with U-turn, but it's okay. You get at least a Trick Room option. Carbink also has the Trick Room option, which is nice. And yeah, you can stall out things with Infestation. I mean, you don't get Toxic because it's a Gen 8 mon, but that's fine. You also get Frisk, one of my favorite abilities. Knowing an opponent's item, very, very viable. I've played Frisk mon just to see the item before. Like, I have a 5-mon team, and when I see that mon that I want to know the item of, I just hard switch into my Frisk mon and sack it just for item knowledge, and it was worth it. I've had that before. But yeah, that's kind of specific case. But yeah, I'm always just rambling, I know. But yeah, I was like, okay. At this point, most people didn't have too much points anymore. So I was very, very confident that my Magnezone and Salamence wouldn't get sniped. So I didn't worry about them too much. And I was like, okay, I have 2 points left. What is the best I can get with 2 points? And that was War Turtle. And it's a decent Eviolite user. I mean, and it gets Shell Smash. Like, it can catch people off guard. It can be a bulky Rapid Spin user also. Like, yeah, it is fine. It is not the greatest mon of all time, but it is fine for a 2-pointer. It can also do funny stuff like Fake Out to stall a turn of Poison or something. Like, I've played Fake Out just for that purpose a bunch in another league. Which is just fun when you have like something like Sand to chip the opponent down. Then you have T-Spikes and then you just like Fake Out on them. You protect on them. You do all that stupid stuff. And they can't really do anything. And they just take chip every turn. But yeah, I don't have chipping weather this time. But I think it could still come into play. And then yeah, my last 2 picks, I was like, okay. Want a Steel, want a Dragon, want an Electric. Bam! Magnezone. Well, it's not a Dragon, but the Dragon is afterward. But yeah, I looked at Magnezone and was like, okay. Steel and Electric is nice. Magnet Pull is nice. Analytic is nice. But you don't have anything else. So, yeah, and you're not too fast. So I was kinda debating going Magneton, like early in the draft. It was when I was debating that, but then I felt like, okay, having an item is really worth it. Magneton, I mean, it can also play an item, like Scarf Specs. You also have Sturdy, also a good ability. But I was like, okay. Yeah, okay, I can't really tell you what I was like. But I just felt Magnezone could be worth it. It has more bulk. It is decent. Yeah. Like, I really wanted a strong electric type. And I feel like a strong electric type with Magnet Pull can be really good against like Celesteela or Skarm or Corviknight. And I even do outspeed most of these. Like, not all of them, but yeah. Well, actually, now that I think about it, I kinda can beat them. Let's say it like this. I can trap them in and beat them, or maybe just force them to run the switching item thing. I don't know what it's called. Well, I know the German name, but yeah. Doesn't really help here, I would say. But yeah, Magnezone just solid, just does the damage. Can also Iron Defense Body Press, but that's kind of specific. And then there's Salamence. I was kind of debating other dragons like Dragonite or Latias, or I think one of them was there still. I'm not sure. Like, not in the last round, but a bunch of rounds earlier where I decided on them on. But then I was like, okay, Salamence, get yourself a third Intimidate, get yourself a mon that can be physical and special. Get yourself a mon that's good as a choice attacker, but that can also defog. Get yourself another Wish Passer, even though it's a kind of weird Wish Passer. And you don't really want to Wish Pass on Salamence too much, but it's still kind of nice to have the option, I would say. Like, I can see scenarios where defensive Wish Salamence can win the game. But yeah. And but also, obviously, Dragon Dance setup, scary. Yeah. Click Hurricane, miss Hurricane, good times. That's what I was thinking. No, just good coverage, good mono overall. Sadly doesn't get U-turn, but that's fine. Like I have a lot of mons with U-turn or with flip turn or with teleport or volt switch. And yeah. I don't know. Me doing draft analysis is just me rambling. Just again, little reminder. Ditto, best mon. Salamence kind on the side, Magnezone is okay, Urshifu completely overshadowed by everything else, Nidoqueen is also nice, yeah. That's how the team actually looks. Like this is what I want them to see, but this is the actual team. Don't forget that, this is the team. But yeah, don't really have much else to say. Like I think it is solid, it can win games. I'm not sure if it... Like, I think... Okay. I think it is a decent team if I build well with it. Like, if I can get some creative sets in that can really catch people off guard, I think then it will work great. But it's not like such a solid team as others are. Like, it's not as foolproof, I would say, but it's okay. My teams are never foolproof. They're always quite flawed in one way or another. But that's just my teams, and yeah. So yeah, I think we may have a chance. We have a chance. I will even say we have a chance, but. I mean, it's definitely not guaranteed, obviously. The competitors and the competition is fierce, so yeah. I'm sure, I don't want to say for the third time that I'm rambling, but I am rambling. No, help me, save me from the draft analysis. Because I feel like I want to say so much more, but then also I don't want to say so much more, so yeah. Yeah, and I'll be the guy that leaves all this in, that doesn't even cut a second of it. So yeah, also look forward for it in the battles. Me not cutting away even the slightest. Yeah, nothing. You will see the full battle. You will see the full me just doing stupid stuff. And yeah, have fun. Have fun with the battles. Have fun watching all the draft analyses, I don't know, which are probably all way more professional than mine. Mine is just showing you this picture, talking a bunch about it. Most of the time just not really saying anything and just dragging things out, and yeah. Have fun.